Ames Elementary School is located at 1760 Ames Place on the east side of the city of St. Paul, Minnesota. Ames is a neighborhood school with an enrollment of approximately 400 students in kindergarten through 6th grade. The school population reflects a multi-ethnic, multicultural background. Approximately 250 children live in the neighborhood and walk to and from school. The rest of the students are bused from other areas of the city to balance the racial makeup. Ames is located in a residential area surrounded by small businesses, shopping malls, and restaurants. The Ames philosophy is reflected in the school motto, Ames aims high. The school mission statement adopted by the staff aims to provide a school environment that promotes in students high academic success, caring, cooperation, mutual trust, and respect for others. The school provides an atmosphere necessary to develop a positive self-image, to teach academic skills, and to prepare students to become good citizens. The goal of the kindergarten program is to initiate children into the world of formal instruction and instill in them the joy of lifelong learning. Children in the kindergarten classes develop oral language skills by participating in whole language activities that include literature-based instruction, thematic learning, language immersion, dramatizations, and storytelling.
And 3 things agree with the tiger, so there's nothing to do but let him have me for my lunch.
Students in 1st to 6th grade receive instruction in curriculum areas that include basic skills in reading, mathematics, science, social studies, special education, physical education, music, and enrichment activities. Vocal and instrumental music, physical education, and science are taught by specialists as part of the students' instructional program.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers and me. La 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 la.
Ames is an all Title I school. The Title I program offers reading and mathematics instruction to all students. Computer education provides students with the opportunity to enhance their reading, writing, and mathematics skills.
LEAP stands for Library Equity and Excellence Program, and it was designed to make sure that all children had equal access to the library facilities. The philosophy being that the library is the hub of the learning in the school, and that all teachers and students can use this facility to access information and use it. And we are extending that to the community.
The Mother Read, Father Read program teaches parents how to read to and with children. Cultural programs that enhance the curriculum and foster understanding among all people are also offered. Parents are encouraged to eat lunch with their children in the Parent-Child Lunch Program. The Renzulli Enrichment Program is a model for gifted and talented education designed to provide enrichment activities to all students. The TESOL program, Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, is designed to teach English to students who speak a language other than English. When students become proficient in English, they are mainstreamed into the regular classrooms. Ames Elementary School, part of our community for over a century, with over 100 years of academic success.
Capitol Hill. Welcome to the Capitol Hill practice test video. Capitol Hill Magnet School is an accelerated program designed for academically gifted and highly motivated students. The curriculum that students experience in Capitol Hill is advanced and challenging. The school also provides many programs such as Future Problem Solving, Odyssey of the Mind, and the University of Minnesota Talented Youth Math Program, all which encourage competition among students as well as promote student individualism. As a parent or guardian of a child who wishes to attend Capitol Hill Magnet School, you must follow a set of guidelines prior to your child being accepted into Capitol Hill. First, you must submit an application on time. Second, your child must take an eligibility test. Upon receipt of your application, you will be notified about the testing process. Prior to taking the test, you and your child may want to prepare for the test by reviewing a practice test. The St. Paul Public Schools Testing Office has developed this video to teach you how to give the practice test to your child. In a few minutes, we will review the practice test. We will go over some sample practice test items, and we will show you how to give your child a practice test. After we finish reviewing the practice test, we will tell you some things you can do to help your child feel comfortable on the day your child is scheduled to take the test. Let's begin by reviewing the practice test. This test for Capitol Hill consists of the following areas: spatial, verbal, concepts, and memory. This test will require your child to use a marker and fill in a circle for their answer during the test. This marker is a stiff piece of cardboard which the student uses to keep his or her place while taking the test. Your child will mark their answers to the questions in the circles like these. Your child will mark their answers by filling in the circle. This section is called Spatial Sequences. In this section, you are going to find what comes next. Look at these pictures. The next two are missing. Now look at the boxes under the pictures. Find the box that has the next two in it. Fill in the circle under this box. These two come next. Now let's look at a sample item from spatial integration. This section is a little different. Look at the pieces in this box. If you put the pieces together, they will make a picture. Now look at the pictures in the row. Find the picture the pieces will make if you put them together. Fill in the circle under this picture. This is the picture the pieces will make when you put them together. Now we get into the section called Category Concepts. In this section, you will look for things that go together, things that are the same in some way. Look at these pictures. Now look at the row of pictures next to the box. Find the picture that goes best with the picture in the box. Fill in the circle under this picture. This one goes best with the picture in the box. The following example is spatial concepts. In this part of the test, you will look for more things that go together in some way. Look at the picture in this box. Now look at the row of pictures next to the box. Find the picture that goes best with the picture in the box. Fill in the circle under this picture. This goes best with the picture in the box. This next part is called object naming. In this section, you will find things that I name. Look at the pictures in this row. Find the duck. Fill in the circle under this picture. This is a duck. This next part of the test is called syntax. This section is different. Please pay attention to what is said. You will find a picture that shows what I say. Find the picture that shows the girl is running up the hill. Fill in the circle under the picture that shows the girl is running up the hill. Fill in the circle under this picture. This picture shows the girl is running up the hill. This next section is a little different. Please watch carefully. You should practice this section with your child at home. I will show you some pictures and name them. Then I will ask you to find one of the pictures that I have named. This is Zebo. Zebo. This is Pell. Pell. Now look at the row of pictures. Find Zebo. Fill in the circle under this picture. This is Zebo. In this last section of the test, you will try to remember where things are in a circle. I'm going to show you some pictures. Look carefully so you can remember where each picture is. Where was this picture? Look on your paper. Find the little circle where this picture was. Fill in that circle. The previous example will be shown in 5 different languages: Spanish, Vietnamese, Hmong, Khmer, and Chinese. The Capitol Hill test will be provided in 6 languages. You may choose the language which is best for your child when you complete the application for Capitol Hill Magnet School.
Mira estos dibujos. Fíjate bien para que te acuerdes de cada dibujo. ¿Dónde estaba este dibujo? Ve tu página. Hay el círculo pequeño que está donde estaba este dibujo. Rellena el círculo con el lápiz.
Coi các hình này. Nhìn thiệt kỹ để nhớ vị trí của mỗi hình ở đâu. Hình này ở chỗ nào? Ngó trên giấy của các em. Tìm vòng tròn nhỏ mà có hình đó. Tô vào vòng tròn đó.
Sẽ chợt luôn nó. Sẽ cỡ rô rong ha dù hạt tẹt lại lô từ nhau cho khó tứ. Lại lô nó nhau khó tứ. Sẽ hữu có pan đỡ. Han trẻ lưu xuống mì cứ lại lô nhon đợi tại lô nó. Phong cho lưu xuống mì nó.
Chôn mơ rụp cầm nụ tàng ni. ចូលមើលដោយចិត្តផ្ចង់ឬដោយយកចិត្តទុកដាក់ដូច្នេះអ្នកអាចចំណាំបានថាតើរូបគំនូរនីមួយៗនៅត្រង់កន្លែងណាតើរូបគំនូរនេះពីមុននៅត្រង់កន្លែងណាចូលមើលនៅលើក្រដាសរបស់អ្នកចូលមើលវងមូលតូចជាកន្លែងដែលរូបគំនូរនេះស្ថិតនៅពីមុនចូលបំពេញវងមូលនោះ
请看这几个图，仔细的看，记住每一个东西所在的地方。这个图在什么位置上？请看你自己的书，找到这个图应该在的地方，把圆圈涂黑。
Now that you have seen the videotape on the Capitol Hill practice test, what should you do next? We suggest the following ideas. Number 1. All practice materials you receive are yours to take home with you. Practice with your child and repeat each question just as the proctor did in the videotape. Let your child become familiar with the test itself in the way it is administered, such as moving the marker and filling in the circles. 2. The night before the test, make sure your child has a good night's sleep. The next morning, make sure your child has a good breakfast. 3. Arrive at the testing site early enough so that your child will become familiar with the school and its environment, therefore relieving any anxiety that your child may have prior to testing. 4. Inform your child that some of the questions on the test will be easy and some will be more difficult. Reassure your child that they can do well on the test and that he or she should do the best they can. Let's review some of the things you have seen here today. Work with your child using the practice test. Have your child get a good night's sleep before taking the test. And finally, make sure your child has a good breakfast before they come to take the test.
This concludes our videotape for today. We hope this video has been useful for you and your child. We hope to see you at one of our Saturday testing sessions. Good luck! If you have any questions regarding the Capitol Hill testing process, please call the testing office at 293-5135.
Transition, a passage from one state, stage, place, activity, or subject to another. And in the St. Paul Schools Transition Program, transition means support for families and children together with schools to promote the very best academic and developmental growth and achievement possible. Building on a partnership with Head Start, St. Paul Public Schools, many community service agencies and families, this 6-year project seeks to develop and to provide seamless and continuous services to children and families. The belief is that the key to providing effective services for young children is through ensuring continuity and comprehensive family support, developmentally appropriate practices in classrooms, support of family and school partnerships, and ensuring family access to nutrition and health services. The Transition Project was funded for 6 years as a demonstration project in the hopes that it would create effective elementary school-age model programs that are replicable in diverse communities nationally. The Transition Project has a comprehensive service focus that emphasizes prevention rather than remediation through a seamless delivery network. Family support services. There is a strong link between child and family well-being. Existing children's service providers cannot do their job adequately if they continue to focus narrowly on only the child, remaining insensitive to families' cultural, racial, and ethnic differences. Families need support before crises occur. Programs that combine parent support with direct academic and developmental services for children offer the best hope for improved long-term educational outcomes. Outreach workers, called homeschool liaisons, conduct home and school visits to develop positive relationships with and provide direct services to families and children. These staff people also act as a liaison between the family, the school, and community social service providers, making appropriate assessments and referrals. They build on the entire family's strengths, respectful of cultural or individual differences. An important aspect of the home visits is the introduction of developmentally appropriate school readiness packets. The outreach workers demonstrate these packets of fun, engaging activities, and then leave them with the parents to use with their children in the home. The transition portfolio for new kindergarten students is especially important in establishing continuity between the Head Start program and transition project activities. The materials enrich the child's educational experiences and, when collected later, allow improved assessment efforts by the teachers. The school is ready for the student, as well as the student being ready for the school. Of course, not all families in the Transition Project are fortunate enough to have a stable home. In some cases, family support outreach workers assist families in finding housing resources. Occasionally, we meet with families living in crisis shelters. These families have multiple needs. Family support is critical. Parents who are better able to nurture their children physically, emotionally, and intellectually will raise healthy, safe, and successful children. Family involvement. Parent-family involvement is a team effort. To be effective, all must believe in the potential of their efforts and participate fully in them. Team players include strong school administrative leaders who set the tone for the school and create a climate conducive to family involvement. This may include moral and financial support for faculty and required staff participation. Teachers also are key to establishing and maintaining solid family involvement efforts. Without teachers actively encouraging parents and families in the important roles they can play, schools have a difficult time recruiting parents and families or keeping them involved in their children's education. People respond best to personal contact, so it is no wonder that the homeschool liaison is an essential player. Schools with a high level of family involvement consistently report that personal contact is the best method of recruiting and retaining parents and families. The homeschool liaison advocates for families and children. By making home visits and building trusting relationships, they are able to assess the needs of the family and make knowledgeable referrals to appropriate community and school resources. They also facilitate communication between the family, the school, and involved social service agencies, ensuring effective integrated support. This is especially crucial in cases where English is not spoken or is a second language in the home. Bilingual support staff translate for the family at school and school activities and share the cultural implications of procedures and activities with all involved providers. Perhaps the most significant influence comes from parents and families. They can encourage their children to excel, build self-esteem, and reinforce skills being taught in school. Parents and families can be involved in a variety of ways, from as simple as asking daily about school activities and homework, to being involved directly in the classroom, or even serving on decision-making committees in the school. What is important is that there is a positive environment in the home for learning and effective school-home communication. Finally, the children in these families can see and understand why their parents and families are involved with their schooling. When they can perceive the established support team working with them, they are willing to take a more responsible role in their own education. Health and nutrition. An essential belief of the Transition Project is that families whose health needs are being met are better able to positively support the educational needs of their children. To this end, early childhood screening and health appraisals are conducted. At that time, the immunization status of the children is determined and collaborations are established with community health providers. A wellness coordinator collects and merges this immunization data with that of public health to identify children needing ongoing immunizations. Information about the importance of immunizations is shared with the family. Additionally, the wellness coordinator works with families to address frequent absences from school due to illness, identifying barriers to health care and seeking solutions. She conducts educational activities around wellness and nutrition and makes referrals where appropriate. If, for instance, inadequate nutrition is a concern, the family may be referred to local resources such as a food bank or county nutrition programs like WIC. Some transition project activities include a shared family meal which, in addition to building community, also helps educate families about better meeting their children's nutritional needs. The wellness coordinator's involvement ensures communication between the family, the school, and community health and nutrition resources. Other health-related activities which the Transition Project supports include violence prevention programs like the East Side Toy Gun Buyback and Second Step, a classroom strategy for teaching nonviolence. Developmentally appropriate practices. The Transition Project conducts a summer early childhood institute in collaboration with district elementary and preschool programs, including Head Start, for teachers of preschool through 3rd grade. In addition to training, developmentally appropriate materials for classroom use are provided, and the teachers assemble developmentally appropriate materials into thematic kits. Their involvement in this institute fosters an understanding of and appreciation for the roles of Head Start and the greater team of players involved in the educational development of children. These teachers now share a common vocabulary and are knowledgeable about diversity and multiple intelligence. They may also share curricula in their growing network, so more accurate assessment is possible. Student information is shared between programs, and it is the children who ultimately benefit from this child-centered interdisciplinary approach. The impact this teacher training has in the classroom is evident in the opportunities children have to participate, independently or in groups, in activities which encourage creative expression and respect for cultural diversity. Children's physical development is also enhanced as sound health, safety, and nutrition practices are stressed in a variety of programs. These students are not just allowed, but encouraged to act as responsible members of their community. Conclusion. The St. Paul Schools Transition Project is committed to supporting children developmentally appropriate practices. The Transition Project conducts a summer early childhood institute in collaboration with district elementary and preschool programs, including Head Start, for teachers of preschool through 3rd grade. In addition to training, developmentally appropriate materials for classroom use are provided, and the teachers assemble developmentally appropriate materials into thematic kits. Their involvement in this institute fosters an understanding of and appreciation for the roles of Head Start and the greater team of players involved in the educational development of children. These teachers now share a common vocabulary and are knowledgeable about diversity and multiple intelligence. They may also share curricula in their growing network, so more accurate assessment is possible. Student information is shared between programs, and it is the children who ultimately benefit from this child-centered interdisciplinary approach. The impact this teacher training has in the classroom is evident in the opportunities children have to participate, independently or in groups, in activities which encourage creative expression and respect for cultural diversity. Children's physical development is also enhanced as sound health, safety, and nutrition practices are stressed in a variety of programs. These students are not just allowed, but encouraged to act as responsible members of their community. Conclusion. The St. Paul Schools Transition Project is committed to supporting children by coordinating the efforts of schools and community service providers, and especially involving families in the educational and developmental process. In this way, parenting skills are improved, community connections and friendships are nurtured, and the isolation and bewilderment many parents feel is diminished. Effective family involvement ultimately leads to an increase in learning readiness, greater student achievement, improved adult literacy, and ultimately, more kids graduating with better educations.